I want to show you how to build tension in when you make a track. I'm using the Syntakt today. I'm also recording the sound directly into my machine software, so you get good sound quality. But this is a very simple way to build a tension in a track, and I'm going to show you just how I start this straight away. First of all, what I've done on track number 5, I'm sure you can see it with the overhead camera, is I've actually created just the standard sound in there. So there's a standard sound in there called tone 5. If you just press track and number 5, you'll just hear the actual sound playing itself. And that's a bass. Now that bass sound, I've actually put an LFO on there. So the synth tune, in other words the tuning of it, modulates slightly along with some adjustments on here. So if I just show you what I've done there very quickly. So there's the depth. It's just playing about with the tune sound, but I found that at 70.10 you got a nice drum sound. So you've effectively made a bass drum or just a drum. Now I think that's a great little starter for a track. Now then what I would do to get some tension into that track, I would actually just add a hi-hat on there. The standard hi-hat that comes with the Syntakt. So on track number 4, there's just a standard hi-hat. I hadn't even picked anyone, I just left it in there. If I turn up the overdrive, you can just hear me better. I also put a bit of reverb on a hi-hat, even though I know that's breaking the rules. Just break the rules, please. So you've now got a bit of tension going there. Now the next thing I would do if you want to get more tension into your track is just throw a bass drum on it, or just a drum. So using track number 9, let's just release the drum. Now that is a standard drum that came with this. So within less than a couple of minutes, you've now got tension in your track. You've actually got a track going. So the next step here is just to add another sound. Now what I found on the Syntakt on track number 1, there was actually a wobble kick that came as standard. So if you want to search wobble kick, and you can just add that in. Oh, they're just blank sounds, by the way. So just add that in. So can you hear that wobble kick? That wobble kick's not being made by me, it came with the machine. So you've now got a bit of a wobble kick on there. So what else have we got in here to play with? What I've done, I've just put a random drum on there. Let's just go into it and look at it. So I've just put a drum on there. It's a vintage sounding drum there. Now there you can see I've just put some random notes on there. You don't have to do that, you can just do that. Just break it up a little bit. So now you've got a bit more tension in there. I always found if you put a kick on the end, it just completes the circle there. So finally, what else have we got here? We've got number 3, we've got, I just put a tone on. So you've got a nice bit of tension going there, you've got a nice bit of sound going on there. But let me just show you a couple more things that I think are very important when you want to create some emotional tension in a track. Let's just get rid of all those. Start with the hi-hat. And that could be your first, literally 30 seconds of a track. So what we're going to do here is just put all those back in there. Get rid of that. And we're just going to go to pattern number 1. We're just going to copy, new word, must be a new word in the sandwich. We're going to actually copy the pattern number 1 over 4 times. So let's just copy it and then paste it in there, and then just function on that, and then copy it again. And then just copy it again, actually, to be honest. Has it worked? So really, what you do now is just very simply is go into pattern number 1, press function and bank, and you get the purple. These are track mutes and not complete mutes. And what you do is just take everything out except your actual bass kick. And then go into track number 2. And then track number 3, or pattern number 3 I should say. And then pattern number 4, and then just have it on pattern number 4, just leave everything in. So So you want to start a track, you want to perform in front of somebody live, or you want to just build a full track. I tend to use 16 patterns, which I think is always enough. Some people use 32. Do whatever you feel comfortable with. I've done some full tracks just using 8 patterns. So if I just play this back now, going to pattern number 1. Nice little drum, bass drum gets people's curiosity. Pattern number 2. Pattern number 3. Pattern number 4. And what I suggest you do then is just go into purple mutes again and decide what you like, decide what you want to change. And that's how I create tension in tracks, and that's how I've created, you know, over 100 tracks this year on the Syntakt, by building tension into it, looking at it for a unique sound. And I just hope you just enjoy your Syntakt and make more tracks. If you've got any questions, just put them in the comments below and I'll come back to you. And here's the next video.